Hello everyone, my name is Nikolay. We got the 2017 Naish Apex 2 straps with us here today. As you can see, the straps haven't changed much from the previous year, the Apex 1s. The older straps were white and had a little bit of red. These straps are gray and yellow. The color scheme is very aggressive, makes them look very pretty in my opinion. But at the same time, I preferred the older white straps just a little more because if you have a dark colored board, it makes it spotting your board out on the water a lot easier if you have some bright colored white straps on top of them. And that's just kind of a minor, personal preference thing. Anyway, so what has changed, or what hasn't changed? So I think the foam on the back of these Apex 2 straps is just a little thicker when I compared it to the older straps. It's just very minor, just a little thicker. The heel cup is just a little deeper as well. And the foam feels a bit more firm. So maybe that's just due to the fact the older straps that I've ridden have worn in, so the foam got softer over time. But definitely initially this foam feels more firm, more dense. They've kept the same great feature about these straps is the 4-point adjustment, as well as the rear shock absorber inserts. So you have a choice of swapping from a soft shock absorber, heel shock absorber, to a hard shock absorber. You also have the option of narrowing or increasing the width of your strap. So right now the strap is basically at full width. And when you narrow the strap, this would compress. They have a little flex zone that they call it, and this strap would get narrower. So you would just take these pegs, you would push them out a little bit, and then you would move them along and lock them into place into a narrower or a wider setting, whichever you prefer. And as you can see, this narrows the strap, so you can change how the strap sits on top of your foot. The 4-point adjustment, as I said before, you have 4 Velcros, so you can adjust each corner, the tension on each corner of your foot. Now this is probably the best feature of these straps, because if you look at any basic strap or any of the older style straps, a lot of companies are now coming out with these multiple adjustment straps now. But any older strap, you only have a single buckle, single Velcro over the top. Single Velcro. Now, the main disadvantages of these single Velcro, it doesn't keep your foot in as nicely as the Apex straps do. So let me demonstrate. So I have put my foot all the way in these straps here. They're holding my feet in, but as you could see, move the camera closer. As you could see, there's a huge gap between my toes and the strap. There's nothing holding my foot down right here, because there's only a single strap pressing my foot down. Now with the Apex 2s, you have 4 points of adjustment. So right now, even though the strap is not as tight as it could be even tighter, I still have like almost no gap between my toes and the top of the strap. And it allows you to adjust the tension any way you like. So I think that's a fantastic feature, and it keeps your feet in very, very well. Probably the best out of any strap that I've ridden. On top of that, there's a nice heel cup, keeping your foot from sliding out. If you look at the basic straps here, there's no heel. There's no heel cup. Something to note is these bindings only come in one size. So if you have large feet, and by large I mean probably over a size 12 or 11 and a half, you would max out on these bindings. I'm a 9.5 USA or a Euro 43, and if I put my foot all the way in with the toe to the toe bar and the heel to the end of the cup, I'm only about, let's say a few centimeters, an inch away from the edge. So, if I had a size or two bigger foot, my toes would be at the edge of the strap. These straps feature a 6-inch hole spread. The 6-inch spread is pretty standard across the industry. So these straps should work for just about any board. There's maybe a few exceptions, but for the most part, they should work for any board. Along with that, you have your duck stance adjustment. So you can change the angle of these straps, and these little teeth, you will screw your screw in, and these little teeth will hold the strap down at the appropriate angle. Just some things to watch out for. This issue is probably pretty minor, but since you have the removable heel inserts on your straps, they have a chance of being washed out or falling out somehow. I know I had someone else had a problem with this, and I personally lost a heel pad in this strap, and I think it's just due to the fact that when you crash, a jet of water can lift the back of the strap up a little bit and wash it out. So what I would recommend doing is adding just a little bit of glue, whichever insert you're going to use, whichever absorber you're going to use. Just adding a little bit of glue to prevent it from just accidentally washing out. These are at the higher end of cost for straps. They retail for around $200 US, which is quite a bit for straps, considering the fact that that's pretty much the starting price for boots. Now, if you're looking for the ultimate straps, certainly look into these Apex bindings. They offer great ergonomics, great foot retention, the good comfort, lots of adjustability, and they're pretty durable. At least with the Apex ones, I've seen people use them for several seasons, and there's nothing to suggest that these newer models are any less durable than the previous ones. So there you have it, the Naish Apex 2 bindings.